Subaru's camera-based safety software is now taking a look at the driver. Facial recognition in the new Forester mid-size SUV due here in September not only monitors the driver for drowsiness and distraction but also will move the seat, side mirrors, air conditioning and infotainment to the individual's preferred settings. Subaru Australia Managing Director Colin Christie says the new feature reflects changing priorities for car owners and aims to take away some of the tedium of sharing a car. Christie says, "It might sound like a small thing, but when a car is driven by multiple family members, changing seat position and mirror angles is a constant frustration. Other brands have similar technology that monitors drivers from a safety aspect. Ours extends that to convenience. The software will recognize up to 5 faces and had no problem identifying this driver with or without sunglasses. Beyond identifying fatigue based on how often the drivers blink, it also beeps if they takes their eyes off the road for more than a moment." Christie says feedback from Australian owners has been built into this Forester in terms of a large rear cargo opening which will now take a golf bag sideways and a powered tailgate that opens and shuts in about half the time of the 4th-generation vehicle. The Forester will be the first Subaru to have active driving rendered across the range, from the base version to the blinged upgrade. Other notable changes included a 15mm longer, 20mm wider and 10mm lower body with increased passenger space and a direct injection 2.5-litre engine. Subaru has deleted the existing diesel and 2.0-litre petrol engines, both in naturally aspirated and performance turbo. Even with the new body, it will take a train spotter to pick how it differs from the outgoing model. Operating on the premise that the Forester is appreciated for its boxy looks, Subaru hasn't tinkered much with the formula. The grille is deeper, the lights front and rear get a more modern design and fog lights are reshaped and repositioned. The windows have been lengthened and the side mirrors repositioned to enhance the already good all-round vision. Rear seat access is easier courtesy of larger and wider opening doors. The cargo area has grown in volume from 422L to 498L, or 1768L with the rear seats folded. Inside the interior retains a conventional look, though the quality of the plastics and trim will earn comparison with the newest arrivals in the segment. Other niceties include rear vents mounted behind the console bin, along with a pair of USB ports. The air vents separating the multi-function display from the infotainment screen have been relocated to either side of the center stack, but overall the cabin will look reassuringly familiar to existing owners. The Forester was launched on an outdoor cycling track at the Japan Cycle Sports Center. The course is about 6 kilometers with decent elevation changes and corners ranging from fast sweepers to 180-degree hairpins, on which Subaru showed how the SUV's stiffer chassis and suspension revisions have reduced body roll. It didn't present much in the way of bumps with one major exception, so a decent assessment of its handling on lumpy local roads will have to wait until September. What is apparent is the new model doesn't pitch or squat nearly as much under acceleration or braking. The steering feels marginally more responsive and the revised variable ratio steering makes changes of direction smoother and faster. Switch the continuously variable transmission into manual mode and there are now 7 steps instead of 6. With the paddle shifters in use, the engine sounds noisy when being pushed to the top end of the rev range, which is where peak power is found. The noise is less intrusive in the default auto mode, which doesn't seem to affect the car's acceleration. A brief off-road test highlighted the adjustments made to the X-Mode software to help drivers in low-grip conditions. There's the standard snow and mud mode along with a new deep snow and mud option that disables traction control. Forester project manager Tomoyuki Numon says the changes were made because owners didn't manually override the traction control when circumstances required. Now, if they get stuck in the thick of it, They can twirl the dial for a more aggressive all-wheel drive setup.
On Thursday, Subaru Technica International and Subaru announced a new variant of the WRX to celebrate STI's 30th birthday in the form of the WRX STI Type RAR, a still hotter version of the $48,995 WRX STI Type RA. The RAR shaves a marginal amount of weight from the base model WRX STI, losing just 10 kilograms, much of which likely comes from ditching its rear wing. The carbon fiber mirrors are mostly there for looks. More substantial is the kick up the backside that STI gave the aging EJ20 engine, which will make 325 horsepower and 319 pound-feet of torque, respectively 20 and 29 above base STI levels. This power was gained with a modified exhaust, redesigned intercooler shroud, intake, flywheel, and a retuned engine control unit. Though the RA sheds more weight on paper than the RAR, the power gap between the two is more significant, and the RAR's weight advantage over Japan's previous exclusive performance model, the WRX STI S208, stands at 30 kilograms. Many previous special edition STIs boasted their weight with the spare tire and flat repair kit removed, though Subaru does not advertise the RAR's weight with these absent. The RAR will ride on springs and shocks developed exclusively for the model, and will keep the car's 245/40 ZR18 Michelin Pilot Sport Forest tires in check on all surfaces. Traction is further augmented by active brake vectoring, actuated through new Brembo units. 18 by 8-inch wheels house 18-inch drilled rotors, squeezed by silver-painted, 6-piston calipers in front, and 2-piston rear. Just 500 RARs will be built, all with 6-speed manual transmissions, and sold for 4,628,000 million yen before tax. Buyers have to get their orders in before December 17th, when orders close, provided Subaru doesn't run out well beforehand. In its press release on the RAR states, Subaru said, developed under the concepts of lightweight, speed and enjoyment, the Type RAR pursues running, turning and stopping, the fundamental performances of an automobile. With the power-to-weight ratio exceeding that of S208, the Type RAR brings speed and enjoyment at the highest level STI complete models have ever brought. The RAR marks at least the third special edition of the WRX STI made available in the Japanese domestic market. It will be unavailable in the United States. Subaru can afford to only maintain its status in the boy racer tempting compact sports sedan market without competition from Ford or Mitsubishi anymore, hence the minimal effort into the platform, though a WRX replacement is on its way.
Subaru Canada released pricing for the new 2019 Crosstrek, and it remains unchanged on the base model and only gets a $100 price bump for all other trims. According to a report by Automotive News, there is a long wait for the newly redesigned Crosstrek crossover north of the border. Maybe Subaru needs to raise the price since demand is so high. The report says the newly redesigned 2018 Crosstrek is hot in Canada and customers are waiting 3 months to get one. Longtime dealer Carmen Vigliatore of Scarborough Subaru in Scarborough, Ontario says, he's happy with Subaru even though they can't get some models like the Crosstrek. The last 5 years, the progress has been incredible, the quality, the marketing. If anything, we don't have enough cars. Right now, the Crosstrek is incredible. People are waiting 3 months. The most popular vehicle in the Subaru lineup continues to be the new generation Crosstrek in Canada. The compact crosser posted its best June ever with 1,410 units sold, an increase of 63.6% over the same month in 2017. Even with the Crosstrek being the hottest vehicle in the Subaru stable, Subaru Canada keeps the price unchanged for the base model $23,695 and only a $100 price increase for all other 2019 trims. The 2019 Crosstrek gets a few infotainment software updates and a new dark blue pearl exterior color, which is available on the Touring, Sport and Limited trims. Subaru designed the new generation Crosstrek for younger buyers with active lifestyles, and it's paying off big for the Japanese automaker. Crosstrek has a 8.7-inch ground clearance, comes standard with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive, and now comes standard with the off-road feature called X Mode. Its go-anywhere attitude is attracting millennials with active lifestyles who are buying the new crossover to get away from civilization for activities like mountain biking, kayaking, camping and trail hiking in the Canadian backcountry. Subaru could have raised the price on the 2019 Crosstrek even more with it being in high demand, but only gives the compact crossover a small price increase. The 2019 Subaru Crosstrek will be hard to get up north as it goes on sale this month.